So I was thinking about something the other day, right? And a lot of times I get like, I guess questions about relationships and people like to vent to me and share information about what they going through, their relationship, the ups and downs, all of that shit, right? And I just came to the realization that you know what? I ain't giving nobody no relationship advice no more. You know why? Because I understand that 9 times out of 10, any and everything you say to somebody in accordance with what they got going on in their relationship, it's not gonna matter at all. If they in a bad relationship, it doesn't matter how much you tell them they need to get out, move on, that relationship dying or whatever. They're gonna stay in that relationship until they good and goddamn ready to get out of it. And also, too, 9 times out of 10, all the bad relationships will end. It's just a matter of time. That shit ain't gonna end when you say it should end. It's not gonna end when you obviously see it should end. It's not gonna end when you think, okay, that was the last draw. That shit gonna end. Man, it may end a year down the road, 2 years down the road, 3 years down the road. Hell, sometimes it might end 10 years down the road. But a relationship that's bad and two people that's not equally, that doesn't equally mesh with each other, that shit is bound to end. I've seen it, I've experienced it, I've been through it. You feel me? I was in a relationship and I remember that person said something in April of one year, and I knew right then when they said the shit they said and how they said it in April, I'm like, this relationship is done. It didn't end to that relationship didn't end until the October of the following year. So it still lasted like literally a year and a half before that relationship actually ended. You feel me? And again, I've been in relationships in the midst of it, knowing that, after the fact, I'm like, this shit probably should have ended 4 years ago. But for whatever rhyme or reason, she kept up her end of whatever it was. I kept up my end of whatever it was for whatever rhyme or reasons. You feel me? I can say, some of the reasons I did what I did, how I did, and she can say it or she may not. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I'm not wasting my energy no more trying to assist people with their relationship issues, because the older I get, the more I understand if that shit is bad, it's gonna end. It's definitely gonna end at some point in time. Everybody has their break points. You feel me? The bigger thing and the bigger issue nowadays is that people can't even move on real comfortably anymore, depending on how much money they make or don't make. Like, I had a friend, his relationship had a long relationship. Shit ended. I'm talking about years and years. And his relationship ended, and it was just like he had the money and the resources to move on quickly. You feel me? Like, move out, get another home, you know what I'm saying? Decked out. It wasn't like he was struggling. He ain't miss a beat or nothing. You feel me? And then on the flip side, I got another friend who's like, they knee deep in something, and it's just like, yeah, this shit been over for 2 and 3 years. Like, they significant other, they living with their significant other is a glorified roommate. You feel me? And it's crazy, but the finances of both of them are causing that situation to be as such. And so that's the different dynamic that you have to worry with nowadays, with all of these inflated goddamn insurance rates, taxes, rents, all kind of shit. So it's like, yeah, do I want to move out and pay $2,200 a month on my own, while for my whole adult life I never paid more than $1,000 a month? That's the shit that people don't even really look at. You got some adults, I'll be 45 this summer, and some adults never really paid over $1,000 a month in rent. Like, this shit is new to us. I'm 44. Hell, the rent prices just started getting outrageous like in 21, 22 here in South Florida. You feel me? So it's like, Yeah, that same one bedroom that used to be $750 a month, that shit went from $750 to $900 to $1,000 to $1,200 to, like, you got one bedrooms like in the hood like for $1,500-$1,600, and it's like, it's fucking outrageous, bro. Like, I was renting a 3,500 square foot home, you know what I'm saying, 4 bedroom, 3 full baths, like a study, 2-car garage. I was renting a home like that for $1,400 in 2008. So it's like, those are the realizations of life right now, you feel me, with people in bad relationships. So it's like, you getting the, oh man, it's so crazy, man. You getting people like being forced to live a certain type of way, man. You have women who, you know, they just in it because of, you know, the financial, you know, stability part of it. You have men who in it for, if he got his woman helping him with bills, whatever, little financial stability, and just the understanding of, this is a little bit more support that I need. It's crazy, man. I see all of these stories, all of these situations, and I'm just like, you know what? You can't tell people nothing. I know so many situations. I know people who marry who rather not be married, but to get a divorce or to walk away from all that they have will like really cripple them in life. And it's sad because these are grown people my age, a little bit older, and it's like, yeah, y'all can't even be happy. Can't even be happy no more. Life in this country has set us up. I ain't even gonna say in this country, because there's still parts of this country that aren't as expensive as where I live at, you know what I'm saying, and where I'm from. But for the most part, you have people who can't really, it'll be so crippling to them just to try to leave and have a little bit of happiness in their life overall. It's crazy. I don't even want to laugh about it, but it's crazy. My life is situated in a certain type of way where I'm not burdened by that type of thing, but damn, man, when I think about the people who are really like in relationships and marriages that they would rather not be in, but because of how the financial umbrella is in the state, the city, the county we live in, it's easier just to stay put. I couldn't imagine that, man. I mean, again, like I said at the beginning of the video, man, it's gonna be over eventually. You know, when shit is like, it's bad to a certain degree, it's gonna be over eventually. It's just ain't no telling when eventually it'll be over. I told an ex of mine one time, I remember she was in a bad situation, or a situation, I ain't gonna say it was even bad, it was a situation that she had rather not be in. And she was like, you know, I'm okay. And I told her straight up, I said, hey man, okay can last 2 whole years, man. You can be okay in a situation, and okay will last 2 whole years. You know what I'm saying? And that's me, because I was okay and my okay lasted almost 2 whole years. You feel me? And I like to think that, you know, I draw a line in the sand and cut my losses and move on. But I was in a situation that I literally let play out for another 16, 17, 18 months after I knew in my heart definitively it was over. It was over. But one thing I will not do, like I said at the start, I'm not going back and forth with nobody about their relationships, about what they should do, how they should do. If you call me trying to, you know what I'm saying, want me to be a sounding board or a listening ear, yeah, I'll do that shit. But don't expect much more from me, because I know how this shit really goes, man. People leave when they good and damn ready to, when they fed up and they just can't take no more, and they'll bite whatever bullet they have to have and hit the reset button. But until then, don't look for my advice from nothing.